Hey everybody, it's Rob Nazarian with Talk Android, and we're looking at the all-new Moto X, and I have Mark over here from Motorola to tell us all about it.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rose, and I want to show you the new Moto X. So what you'll notice already is that it's got a really cool design. This particular one has a wood back, and you'll notice it's got a curved back, which makes it very comfortable to hold in the hand. It has a much larger screen, which is a 5.2-inch screen. So it's just got great design. It's also got great performance. So this version comes with Android 4.4.4, which is really fast, and I'll show you that. It also comes with a quad-core Snapdragon processor. And the last thing it comes with that's really great is a lot of great experiences. So last year, we really built on experiences by offering features like touchless control and active display and Moto Assist or Motorola Assist. And what we've done this year is we've built on those and integrated them so they actually become a much more personalized, integrated experience. So for example, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn on my phone through voice, and I'm going to give it a quick command. So, warp speed, Scotty. Take a selfie. Oops, that didn't work.
Well, it's a little loud in here.
Yeah, it's a little loud in here. So sometimes...
Now I noticed you can call it anything you want. You don't have to say, okay, Google now. So
that's right.
Refer to your phone as whatever name you want.
That's right. So that's another really cool feature of this. Before we had a feature where you said, okay, Google now, and it would wake up. Now you can give it any command you want. So in my case it was, warp speed and then Scotty, and that turned it on. But you can personalize it to whatever is good for you. So next I wanted to showcase some of our Moto experiences. So if we go into Moto, so you'll see it recognizes me, and I can activate the voice control if I want to. But I'll show you some of the things it can do. So it has assist, it has voice, it has display, and it has actions. So assist, it has sleep mode, driving mode, home mode, meeting mode. Sleep mode does things like it'll silence at night, and it'll also keep your screen on, so that at nighttime the whole thing is just completely dark. When you're driving, it has a talk to me feature, which means that if you have incoming calls or incoming text, it'll actually read it out to you, and you can reply to them right into your car, so you don't have to distract your eyes. It has a new home feature, so when you're at home, it also has talk to me, so you can just have your phone by your bedside table, and it will do things like you have someone call in, it'll tell you who's calling, so it's kind of nice. And of course it has meeting mode, so when you're in meetings, it can keep silent, and then there's things, exceptions like, unless a favorite calls or someone calls twice. Okay, let's take a look at actions. So some new things it does that are really pretty cool. It has this feature that's called wave to silence. That is, if I have a phone call that's incoming, I can literally wave over the phone and that'll go away, and I can demo that in a second. It has twist for quick capture, which we introduced last year, for which works great. So I just twist the phone like that, and it launches a camera, which is just awesome for taking quick pictures. And then it has approach for Moto display. And this is kind of a neat feature, where I have, let's say your phone's on your desk, and it's dark. Literally, as I approach my hand, you see it lights up.
Oh.
So it has sensors on it that are always looking, and this is at low power. So it turns on when you approach. Actually, it's funny, I was using it this morning. I had to get up early at 6 a.m. and I set the alarm, and the alarm goes off, and I'm in a different place, and I just wave over the phone, and the alarm stops. It's really cool. I don't have to find the phone and reach for it and press all sorts of buttons. It's just got these neat features to do. All right, let's see. So let's take a look at display. All right, 1 second here. The second here, we should have some notifications show up. There we go. So this is active display, and so I've got 3 notifications here. And what I can do is I can just put my finger on one. So I can use my approach again. And you can see I've got a doctor's appointment here. Right? I've got somebody wanting to grab dinner tonight over here. Got an email over here. And then I can also just drag my finger between those to quickly see those experiences, right? And then I can actually, if I want to, I just drag up here, and I can see I've got a doctor's appointment, and it'll take me right to the display itself.
Very good.
So those are some of the highlights of the experiences that we have. Oh, actually, let me show you one more thing.
Go ahead.
Camera. This is it's got some great new camera features. So one thing we really invested in this year was camera. We know Moto X needed a lot more investment in camera, so we have a new 13 megapixel. Yeah, 13 megapixel. Thank you. camera in the back, 2 megapixel camera in the front. It also has a dual flash in the front, which casts out a wider beam to reduce shadows and also produce a more natural light. So some of the new features here, and what I'm going to do is show you a new feature that we have called basically it takes the best shot. So here we have a picture of a friend and his boy at the beach, and we see a little icon down here that's starred. I'm going to click on that, and it actually shows 2 pictures. So even though I only took 1, the camera actually took 2, and then made a recommendation for this is the actual photo. And so I can keep that one or keep both or throw both away. But what's really neat is every time I take a picture, sometimes it can take 2 or 3 pictures and then present them to me to say, look, I actually got a better shot than the one you took.
Now that happens only when you go into the gallery, or does that happen instantly when you take a picture as well?
That happens instantly when you take a picture.
Okay.
So you don't even know what's happening, and it can happen.
No, I mean for checking to see if you want to keep it or not.
Yes.
You go back to the gallery, or does it happen like while you're taking photos?
Yeah, you go in the gallery.
Okay.
To see that. Yep.
Yeah, because you don't want to be bothered with that while you're taking a bunch of different photos.
Exactly. Another neat feature this has is something called highlights.
Oh yes, that's the video.
That's the video, right? So as you're taking pictures throughout the day, it will create highlights for you, and then you can put them together as well. So I'm going to click on this one right here, and it prepares a highlight reel. And I can do things like I can make it, I can add a title to it. Let me click on more options here. I can make it longer or shorter based on.
So you can make it longer or shorter.
I can make it longer and shorter, and then it'll kind of auto crop the pictures and auto crop the videos inside. And then also I can pick music, right? So I can pick some selected songs, or I can even pick music that's on my device, for example.
Oh, cool.
And so I put that together, and it ends up generating a highlight reel, which then I can share on Facebook or share with my friends. It's pretty cool.
Cool. No, I just want to also touch on the workmanship here. You have an aluminum frame also on this device.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we forgot to mention that.
Yeah, thanks for pointing it out. So we actually invested a lot in design. So besides the finishes, which again come in different colors and different woods and even different leathers, it also has a metal frame on the outside. And the metal frame outside, it's got a really nice classic look. You can also customize the front color, and you can also customize the accent as well too. So you can do this all on Moto Maker and really customize the phone the way that you want it to.
Now, tell me about the processor. Last year it was called, I think it was called the X8 or something.
That's right.
Is it called the same this year? Because I know you've upgraded the actual processor to what, a Snapdragon 800 or 801?
That's right. It's a Snapdragon 801.
It is an 801, okay.
801 quad-core processor. And yeah, last year we introduced the X8 architecture.
Yep.
So we still have that architecture, and one of the things it brings to you is the low power sensors.
Yep.
So even when the phone is off, it's sensing, right? It's listening. It's detecting motion.
Yep.
It is, watching for movements in front of it, for gestures and things like that. So it still has that architecture. It still operates in low power mode, with the advantage of having a really fast processor as well too. And you'll notice, I'm just going to jump between apps here. It's really very snappy.
Yep.
So that's one thing you'll notice right away on this, just the approach we've taken with a pure Android and a very light software, that it runs really, really quickly.
So is there a name for this processor like it was last year, or is it just like it was the X8 last year? Are you still calling it that, or is there a new name like the X10 or something?
I don't think we're calling it.
We're not calling it.
I don't think we're calling it out. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this phone is really considered still called the Moto X. There's no other.
Yes, this is
crazy name to it.
This is
like,
the Moto X. It's not the new Moto X1
or whatever.
It's not the new. Right. It's just the new. It's just the Moto X.
The Moto X. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Well, great. I'd like to thank you very much for demoing it. We'll look forward to playing with it over the next couple weeks.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.